Donald Trump's $10 billion lawsuit against the BBC is, of course, moving forward, much to Donald Trump's chagrin. Because Donald Trump thought the BBC was going to do what ABC, what CBS, what all the colleges, what all the law firms did when he sued them, which was immediately bow down, give him a couple $1 million, and call it a day and be nice to him forever. But the BBC decided, okay, you want to play this game? You want to sue us for defamation from literally just using your words? We'll play along. And the BBC has now, as part of the discovery process that Donald Trump never thought they would get to, the BBC has issued 2 subpoenas to Donald Trump. One of them is for all of the information about his revocable trust, where all of his money is. Okay, we want all the records of all your money, because that's relevant. You suing us for defamation, which means you have a financial loss. We need to see where your money's going. And 2, and this one's a little more important, they want his phone records from January 6th. They want to see if he did, in fact, as he claims, call state governors and ask them to send their National Guards. They want to see who else he called. Did he call members of Congress? Did he call people with Fox News? Was Sean Hannity on there? Was he calling his kids? Or was he calling nobody because he didn't care that the Capitol riot was happening? This is the second time in 2 days where I have had to sit here and tell you a story of how a British organization is doing what American organizations should have been doing from the start. On Wednesday, of course, it was Lisa Nagy saying, we're probably not going to let the Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery merger go through because it's a monopoly, so Britain's standing up on that. And now the BBC beating down Donald Trump, beating him at his own legal game, because they're showing just a little bit of backbone. They know that Donald Trump's case against them is trash. Not only does he have no legal argument, but here's the kicker, he doesn't even have grounds to sue them. It is a foreign media outlet that said something in their country. It was not broadcast in the United States and therefore is in no way, shape, or form covered under U.S. law. Like, if you've got somebody that's living in Russia, okay, and that individual goes on TV and says, J.D. Vance bashes puppies in the head every night before he goes to bed, right? That is an untrue statement, I think. But J.D. Vance could not sue that person in Russia for saying that under U.S. law, right? It didn't air in the U.S. The person's not in the U.S. It's not a U.S. citizen. It's just somebody in a foreign country saying something that's not true. You don't have the grounds to sue them for that under U.S. law. And it's the same thing with Trump's claims against the BBC. So even if what they did was wrong, he still couldn't sue him for it, but we're still waiting on that goddamn judge who's dragging their feet on this to issue a ruling on the BBC's motion to dismiss. So the BBC is like, you know what? Screw it. If you're going to take forever on our motion to dismiss, we're going to subpoena all his records and just move into discovery until you, judge, decide to make up your damn mind. As somebody who spent over 2 decades in the legal field, let me tell you something. What we are seeing with the legal, the judicial branch dragging their feet on literally everything involving Donald Trump or his allies, like 6 years or 5 years, from Mike Lindell's defamation thing that never even went to trial. That is unprecedented. That doesn't happen. It absolutely is not a thing that happens in the legal industry. But for some reason, everything, every motion, every filing, movement with any case involving Donald Trump or his allies is moving slower than, I swear to God, any other legal case in history. And again, that's 20 years in the legal profession talking. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.